Europa-Park is the largest theme park in Germany and the second most popular theme park resort in Europe, following Disneyland Paris. Europa-Park is located in Rust, in southwestern Germany, between Freiburg and Strasbourg, France. The park is home to 12 roller coasters, the oldest being the Alpine Express mine train, where a powered coaster speeds through a diamond mine, Euro, and the newest coaster being Arthur, and suspended indoor-outdoor powered roller coaster and dark ride combination. Europa-Park has very high-capacity roller coasters and attractions, meaning the park can accommodate up to approximately 50,000 guests per day. It counted 4.5 million visitors in 2011, generating an estimated total revenue of 300 million European euros PA. It is also the location of the Euro Dance Festival. History: Europa-Park is run by the Mack family, which have produced vehicles since 1780, circus wagons since 1880 and roller coasters since 1921. Franz Mack in 1958 took over the family firm, Mack GmbH & Company, together with his brothers. Together with his son Roland, he visited the USA in 1972 and was inspired to open a theme park in Germany, as an exhibition site for his company's products. At first the park was planned to be located in Breisach. It was named Europa-Park after Breisach's nearby Europa, a small artificial lake which commemorates a historical pilot poll in Breisach held in 1950, in which 95.6% of voters were in favor of European unification. The Breisach site was deemed unsuitable because of flooding hazard, and the project was moved some 30 km further north, where the Macks bought the park of the historical Balthasar Castle in Rust. The park opened in 1975 with an area of 16 hectares. It counted 250,000 visitors in the first year, 700,000 in the second, passing the million mark in 1978. The first country-themed section was Italy, opened 1982. The Alpine Express, a Euro NC and a Euro A and Schweizer Bobahn rides opened in 1984 and 1985, respectively. The Europe theme was pursued further with the opening of Holland, England, France, Scandinavia, and Spain sections. Visitor count passed the 2 million mark in 1991. The development of the hotel resort began in 1995 with Irlande de Luz, followed by Castillo Alcázar in 1999. By the year 2000, the number of visitors had risen to 3 million, and the hotels had been booked nearly 98% of their capacity. The park opened during the winter season for the first time in 2001 February. The current logo was registered in 2003. In 2011, there were 4.5 million visitors, and by 2012 the park encompassed an area of 90 hectares, featuring 11 roller coasters, 5 themed hotels with a turnover of close to 300 million European euros and more than 3,000 employees. In 2012, Roland Mack announced investments in excess of 60 million European euros, the largest yearly investment in the park's history. The total sum invested in the park is estimated at close to 700 million European euros. Awards, latest developments and the future. The park opened their new indoor-themed area in 2014, with soft openings starting on June 18. The headline ride had been due to open in April 2014, but was delayed due to technical challenges. Located near the Enchanted Forest area of the theme park, Arthur and the Minimoys Kingdom is based around the film series Arthur and the Invisibles. It has been designed in conjunction with French director Luc Besson and his film production company, and Europa-Park. The ride received planning permission in late 2011, has been in development for 10 years. The ride hardware is a prototype custom suspended dark ride roller coaster hybrid which has been developed by Mack Rides. It features indoor and outdoor elements, onboard audio, rotating ride vehicles and a raft of special effects. Along with the dark ride roller coaster, other attractions being built. These include a small family drop tower rides, a carousel, slides, a themed village, retail outlet and a catering establishment. The track work was completed in October 2013. 2015, the park will celebrate its 40th anniversary in 2015. No announcements have yet been made with regards to new rides or attractions, although it is expected that an announcement will be made during the 2014 season. 2016/2017, Europa-Park have received planning approval to build a major 33-hectare water park, located 1 km away from the theme park, on the road between Europa-Park and the A5 motorway. It will cost approximately $100 million and become one of the largest water parks in Europe. Other information: further hotels are also under consideration as the existing hotels run at 95% capacity. As the 5 hotels are all currently rated 4-star or higher, it is understood that the park may look into building a hotel with a lower star rating, perhaps near the camp resort, which will appeal to families and young people who are on more of a budget. Roland Mack has also stated he wishes to develop a high-speed ice rail link to make access to the resort easier. The gourmet restaurant Euro Oeamalite, the lighthouse restaurant in the 4-star Superior Hotel Bell Rock in Europa-Park, has been awarded a Michelin star just a little over 1 year after opening. Thomas Mack, member of the executive board of Europa-Park, chef de cuisine Peter Hagen has won the hearts of gourmet diners in a very short time with his great creativity and high level of discipline. Hagen is the byword for a cuisine which manages to be modern, contemporary and international without losing its roots or relationship to the region. Peter Hagen is a chef by passionate conviction. Most recently he worked in the Cheval Blanc restaurant at the Hotel Les Trois Rois in Basel, which is itself the proud holder of 2 Michelin stars. Features: Europa-Park hosts dozens of events throughout the summer season. The biggest of these include the Midsummer Party, when the theme park hosts a fireworks display and is open until midnight. Horror Nights, a Euro starring Mark Terenzi, takes place through October evenings and features a range of Halloween horror mazes, rides and shows. For the last week of the main season, the park hosts a daily fireworks show and music production. During the main summer season, the park opens at 9:00 a.m. and closes from 6:00 p.m. Closing time is extended by up to 3.5 hours, depending on how busy the park is. This is usually the case on weekends and holiday periods. The park opens selected rides 30 minutes early for hotel guests. Europa-Park has opened for winter since 2001, and it is widely believed the park will gradually extend opening so that it is opened year-round. A small number of rides, including Modern and Silver Star, are closed at winter due to the weather, although from the 2012 to 2013 winter season, Blue Fire was added to available attractions, so long as weather permits. Such a philosophy of only operating certain rides during winter is commonplace amongst most theme parks in Europe, as temperatures can often dip below freezing. Most water rides are also closed, including Poseidon, Field Rafting, Tile Log Flume and Atlantica Super Splash. The park does compensate for the loss of these rides, however, with additional experiences such as the Bellevue Observation Wheel, snow tubing and skiing. Showtimes are also extended and the park is fully decorated. During the winter season, the park opens at 11:00 a.m. and closes at 7:00 p.m. The park opens selected rides 1 hour early for hotel guests. Although the park does extend closing time if it's busy, this doesn't happen as often in the winter seasons, partly due to low temperatures in the evening. Enchanted Forest, Dwarf City, a Euro Kids Fairy Tale Ride. Hansel and Gretel Housea, a Euro Walkthrough. Grimm Library, a Euro interactive 3D cinema experience with pre-show. Sleeping Beauty Castle, a Euro Walkthrough. Witches Housea, a Euro Walkthrough. Hydroelectric Power Station, a Euro Walkthrough. The Golden Goose, animatronic display Drive Know-It-All, Walkthrough. Frau Hole, animatronic display. Rapunzel, animatronic display. The Little Tailor, Walkthrough. Kingdom of the Invisibles, Arthur in the Kingdom of the Invisibles, suspended dark ride-powered roller coaster. Poppy Tower, a Zyra Family Free-Fall Tower. Mul's Carousel, a Zampler Jump Around. Selenia's House, Walkthrough. Minimo's Village, Themed Area, Minimo's Play Area and Slides, Interactive Play Area and Slides, new for 2014, Children's World or Viking Land, Giant Slide Labyrinth, Viking Boat Ride, Viking Ship, Dino Merry-Go-Round a Euro A carousel ride, Lighthouse, open-air children's theatre a Euro show venue. Germany, Elfriede a Euro A boat ride with a dark ride section, Eden Palladium, a fully restored 1909 salon carousel, Vintage Cars a Euro A car ride, Panorama Train a Euro also has stations in other areas, EP Express a Euro A monorail. Also has stations in Greece, Spain and Hotel Resort, Balthazar Castle, Castle Gardens, Dancing Fountains, Old 99A Euro A tracked ride with a circus theme, Puppet Boat Ride a Euro circular boats travel through scenes of puppets moving, Antique Ride a Euro small old-fashioned rides for younger children, Hello Goodbye Euro Moors a Euro meet and greet Europa-Park mascots, Black Forest House, Franz Max Statti a Euro memorial to the founder of Europa-Park, who died in 2010, Russia, Euro Myron a Euro A one-of-a-kind, high-speed, Max Steel track spinning roller coaster, based around Russian space missions. The spinning is controlled and only happens during some parts of the ride. The ride features indoor dark ride elements, back-to-back seating, an indoor spiral lift hill, a techno soundtrack, and one of the longest ride times of any roller coaster. The Mir space station training module is located above the outdoor queue for the ride. Mir space station, radio telescope, Schlittenfahrt Flugin a Euro A short dark ride through a Siberian landscape. The ride features a folklore theme and has been nicknamed Bench, the ride for its park bench-style cars. Lada Auto Roma Euro A car ride for younger guests. Artisans a Euro craftsman at work with glass blowing and pottery. Open-air puppet Stagia a Euro show venue. Italy, Piccolo Mondo a Euro A dark ride celebrating Italian culture with a family-friendly theme. Geisterschloss a Euro A spooky dark ride with inspiration from Disney's The Haunted Mansion. Volo da Vinci a Euro A suspended pedal monorail attraction based on Leonardo da Vinci's flying machine offering charming views of the nearby area. Manufactured by ETF Ride Systems. Carnival in Venetia a Euro an electrical bird animatronics display. Open-air Stagia a Euro show venue. Teatro dell'Arte a Euro show venue. France, Silverstare a Euro hypercoaster and Europe's second highest and fifth fastest roller coaster, standing 239 feet tall with a top speed of 78 miles per hour. Built by Bolliger and Maybillard of Switzerland. One of the few non-Mack rides featured at the park, presumably because Mack doesn't feature a hypercoaster model. The ride is sponsored by Mercedes-Benz. Within the rides hall there is a coffee shop, a gift shop, and a small-sized museum that features a full-scale replica of a Mercedes-Benz Formula One car. Eurosat a Euro indoor coaster themed around space travel. Located inside a large geodesic sphere structure, similar to Spaceship Earth at Walt Disney World's Epcot. The ride itself is similar to Disney's Space Mountain, except that the train is made up of many more cars, and it features a spiral lift hill. The ride's techno soundtrack was composed by Stark Fader, Within a Second Orbit being the song that plays during the ride and Sat Race being the song in the gift shop. Universe of Energy a Euro A dinosaur-themed dark ride also inspired by Disney, Here Ellen's Energy Adventure in Epcot. Euro Tower a Euro an observation tower. Magic Cinema a Euro a large 4D cinema venue currently showing The Secret of Balthazar Castle, a custom film made for the park. Open-air Stagia a Euro show venue. Scandinavia, Fjord Rafting a Euro A river rapids ride through caverns and waterfalls, Sunken City Veneta a Euro A small walk-through indoor display, Vindjammer a Euro A swinging ship ride, Rocking Bridge, Cable Ferry, Norwegian Stave Church, Anderson's Fairy Tale Tower, Fishing Village, Portugal, Atlantica Super Splash a Euro high-speed water ride themed around Portuguese explorers. The boats are a higher capacity than Poseidon, and it doesn't feature any high-speed turns as on Poseidon, but still has enough time on the coaster track that it can be considered a roller coaster. Casa Adventura a Euro an indoor playground for kids. Atlantica Shower a Euro a wooden runway where the visitors can wait for the next boat of Atlantica plunging into the lake and soak them to the bones. Santa Mariana a Euro a sailing ship which includes a bar, Spain, Columbus Dingle a sea storm ride which travels backwards and forwards, Friars Swinger a spinning, high-speed carousel ride. Adventure Playground, Panorama Train also has stations in other areas. EP Express Station. Hotel Resort access is available here to hotels El Andaluz, Castillo Alcázar, Santa Isabel and Colosio. Flamenco Stagia show venue. The Netherlands/Holland, Rocking Bridge and Shoot, Piraten in Batavia a boat ride, indoor pirate arc ride featuring a drop and multiple effects. Based on Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean. Red Barona a carousel ride, Peter Pan a carousel ride, Mini Scooter a kiddie bumper car ride, Café Giza a spinning coffee cup ride, Bouncy House, Ball Pool, Windmill, Children's Theatre show venue. Bambo Bay Stagia show venue. Switzerland, Matterhorn Blitz wild mouse roller coaster featuring the largest drop of any wild mouse in the world and a rocking vertical lift. Themed around a Swiss farmhouse. Swiss Bob Bruno a bobsled roller coaster, and one of the few ones of this model to feature a regular style drop. This was a world's first when it opened. Jungfrau Glitzerflieger a high-speed spinning plane ride, Swiss Village and Villasian Palorsa a recreated Swiss street with shops and restaurants. Greece, Cassandra's Cursi a madhouse-type indoor illusion ride with special effects. Pegasus a family coaster cleverly themed around an archaeological dig, Poseidon a high-speed water coaster with incredibly detailed theming, such as the Trojan horse, and the station being located inside a recreated Acropolis temple. Atlantis Adventuria interactive dark ride, Greek village Mykonos, the Flight of Icarus a balloon ride, EP Express Station. Ice Arena show venue. England, Silverstone Racetrack a go-kart ride through English Gardens, the British Carousel, Crazy Taxi a demolition derby carousel ride, London Busso a magic carpet ride, Arena of Football a football exhibition, sports bar and Adidas shop, soccer scooter a Dodgems ride located in the Arena of Football, Queen's Diamonds a laser experience, Europa-Park Histromana a multimedia journey into the history of the park with special effects. Historama Museum exhibition about the history of Europa-Park and Mack rides. Monorail transport ride in Iceland. Panorama Train also has stations in other areas. Globe Theatre show venue. Food Loop restaurant featuring an immense diorama of a miniature roller coaster on which the food is served. Austria, Alpine Expresso powered roller coaster which is themed like a mine train roller coaster and, after a brief encounter with some hungry bears, includes a trip inside the world of diamonds. Makes 2 trips through its relatively short course to form a complete run, or 3 on a quiet day. Vienna Wave Swinger a chair swing ride, Tile Log Flume a traditional log flume ride through the world of diamonds, Magic World of Diamonds a walk-through attraction with animatronics, Iceland, Wagon Timber Coaster a wooden coaster built by Great Coasters International featuring a heavily themed, detailed queue-line. Blue Firea a launched roller coaster with several inversions, onboard sound and unique restraint system. Includes various hedgehopper effects and a dark ride section with a variety of special effects. Whale Adventures Splash Tours a splash battle interactive water ride with animatronic theming and themed fishing port. Gazprom Halle exhibition hall featuring interactive exhibits about the world of gas supply. Comprises a cafe copyright bar, toilets and conference facilities. Viking Village a featuring history and information about Viking expeditions. Lighterlessland a interactive water playground sponsored by Hans Grohe. Monorail a transport ride to the Historama in England. Iceland Museum a viewing area for the Blue Fire launch zone and other Icelandic artifacts. Icelandic Village a range of shops, catering outlets and games units. Europa-Park Resort. Europa-Park is home to 5 resort hotels. For guests on a lower budget, The resort also has a large camp resort, where guests can stay in a teepee, chuck wagon or log cabin provided they bring their own sleeping bag. Camping and caravanning is also provided for, next to the camp resort. Hotel Colosseo, themed around the Roman Colosseum and features a spectacular fountain show. Hotel Santa Isabel, themed around a Portuguese monastery. Hotel El Andaluz, themed as a Spanish villa. Hotel Castillo Alcázar, themed as a Spanish finca. Hotel Bell Rock, themed around New England and features a lighthouse. Guesthouse Circus Rolando, Europa-Park Camp Resort and Teepee Village, Santa Isabel Wellness and Spa, Colosseo Wellness and Spa, Boston Red Sox Fitness and Spa, Europa-Park Golf, Magic Cinema 4D, Confertainment Facilities, Europa-Park Dome. References. External links, English, Europa-Park, German, Europa-Park, park location via Google Maps, English, UK website for Europa-Park breaks, German, Terenzi Horror Night site, Croatian, Europa-Park fun page.